Nice northern. Definitely nice northern. Nice and easy. Oh, you son of a... Hey guys, and welcome to the Strike Zone. I'm Shane Lenz, and today we are going to be wrapping up my spring 2025 Northern Wisconsin fishing adventure. And for those of you who tuned into my day 3 episode, if you haven't done that by now, go check that out. It was really fun to film. It was really, really fun to watch back, and you're not going to regret it. I promise. But for those of you who have tuned into that episode, you probably realized that there's no way I was going to top that, at least not on the next day. 70 fish in 7 hours is crazy. But I had to try. My gas tank on day 4 was as close to empty as you're going to get. I was exhausted. My hands were literally torn apart. They were torn to shreds from lipping all the bass from the previous day. But that was not going to stop me from having another 40 fish day. Because when it comes to fishing, I'm like a man possessed. I don't need to eat. I don't need to sleep. I just need a fishing pole in my hands and a body of water to cast it into. There's fish. First of the day here. Feels good. Nice bass. He's a fighter. Nice fish to start with, though. Nice big girl. I'd say probably about 2 pounds. 1 pound, 12 ounces, so pretty close. Nice fish, though. Thank you. There's a fish. Hammered that. Oh, that's a nice bass. Nice bass. Oof, barely hooked though. Big mama. That was wet. Now this big gal, we caught right off of a point, so you're going to keep an eye out for that too as well. Remember to utilize structure when you're out and fishing. Now, I touched on points a little bit in the last episode, but I'm going to expand on that for those of you that don't know what they are. A point is a piece of land, basically, that extends from the shoreline and into the water. Okay, and the reason why bass in northern love these points so much is because they act as a highway that connects the shallow areas along the shoreline into the deeper sections of the lake. Okay, it's a great place for them to ambush bait fish, and therefore it makes it a prime location for you to cast to. Nice babe. There's one. Nice northern. Definitely nice northern. That's a good fish. Absolutely devoured that bait. Nice and easy. Oh, you son of a... Let's run that back one more time, shall we?
Nice and easy. Oh, you son of a...
So, for those of you that don't fish for northern pike, this is a jaw spreader. And while its purpose is pretty self-explanatory, its usefulness cannot be overstated. It makes it so much easier to remove the hooks from some of these fish's mouths. And especially when you're talking about northern pike, they have such sharp and jagged teeth that if they bite you, you will bleed a lot. Okay, but needless to say, this isn't very useful when it's at the bottom of the lake. You know how tempted I am to eat you because of that? There we go. That's a nice bass. Oh, no. Yep. Oh, yeah, nice bass. Really nice bass. Ooh. You can see him in the water. That is just a really pretty fish. Oh, that's a big boy, or I should say big girl. Barely hooked. It's got a nice easy release on her. And I'd like to get a weight on her. Probably the same as they all have been, about 2 pounds, but it doesn't feel any heavier than any of the others, but it's still nice to know. One pound, 14 ounces. Biggest of the day. And she is a pretty fish. You got sweetness. There's a fish. Good weight to it. Looks like a bass. Oh, yep. Nice bass. Hooked right on the top of the lip. The upper lip, I should say. Another healthy girl. 2 pounds, 2 ounces. New leader in the clubhouse for the day. And she's got a lot of thickness to her. That's what makes her so heavy, definitely. There you go, sweetie. Thank you. Nice one. A fish on the old Johnson silver minnow. There's a fish in there, I promise. Might be 90% weed, but there is a fish in there. Alright, little bass. Thank you, sir. He is a little guy. Just for fun. There's a size comparison between him and what he's trying to eat. So these things have no problem going after a bigger meal. There's one. Another good bass. I'm here, pal. Oh, another nice bass. It's taken a while. Most of the afternoon has actually been pretty slow. But now that we're starting to get to about, I don't know, 5:30, bass seem to be moving up shallower and definitely getting a little bit more aggressive. This is the time of the night that they usually feed. So they're feeding. Thanks, pal. There's a fish. There's a fish. Another bass. Come here, you little guy. And up we go. They're hungry. They're out to eat. Stop it. Stop it. They are hungry and out for a bite. Thanks, buddy. You know, one thing I will say about this week, I spent the last 5 years fishing out of a recreational kayak, just a 10-foot sit-in Pelican. And having this 12-foot Old Town Sportsman pedal kayak, especially with the power pole on the back of it, has made a massive, massive difference. I can't tell you the amount of fish that I've caught this week that I would not have in years past because of the fact that I'm not getting blown off my spot every 2 seconds and that I can anchor when I'm in shallow water. I would say pretty much 6 feet and up, you're not going anywhere, which is massive. It really, really has helped me counteract the wind. That is my least favorite thing about fishing, and it's the one thing I check all the time. I check the wind. I check the wind. I don't care if it's raining or if it's snowing. I don't care if it is 100 degrees or 30 degrees. I will be out on the water unless the wind is an issue. And the power pole has basically made it so wind is never an issue. I can always find ways around it and not have to, have that be such a concern anymore, which is just absolutely huge. All right, we are just wrapping up day number 4 here up in northern Wisconsin. It's my last day, and overall, I will say, phenomenal 4 days up here. I've probably caught 170 to 180 bass in northern combined over the 4 days, including a 70 fish day yesterday. In only 7 hours of fishing, so that was phenomenal. Had some great bass, more 2-pounders than I can count. I had a 32-inch northern on the first day. I was very happy about that, and overall just some phenomenal fishing. I really do cherish every time that I get to come up here. I gotta throw a special thanks out to my Uncle Randy and Uncle Bob, who own the cabin and allow me to probably leech off them, but more so allow me to spend time out here, spend 10 days out on the water and have a place to rest my head at night. So thank you guys very much, and then thanks to anybody else who tuned in to watch the video. And until next time, this is the Strike Zone. I'm Shane Lenz, and we'll see ya. Being able to relive these 4 days out on the water has been an absolute blast. I usually get a chance to get up north once, maybe twice a year, but it's the best up there. It really is. Being able to be out on a lake, nobody else, just you. There's something about it that I just love. That and the, 180 fish that I caught, that helped. Yeah. Overall, I am ecstatic about how this first Northern Wisconsin series of videos has turned out, and it has really helped remind me why I'm doing this. Passion and purpose. Passion and purpose.